Last step, chapter 50. News often traveled slowly to Rivertown, so Herb Copperbottom had no idea what a hero his son had become in the big city. All he knew was that there seems to be a never-ending supply of dishes come his way, and he was having more and more trouble keeping up with the young, newer models of dishwasher out there. Still, the old bot did his best, chucking away as the grease and grim it was washed away within his torso. He looked over a new pile of dirty dishes and sighed, just as Mrs. Copperbottom walked through the door. "Hi," Mrs. Copperbottom said excitedly. "Honey, what are you doing here?" Mr. Copperbottom asked, confused. "It's Viney!" Mrs. Copperbottom could barely contain herself. This caught Mr. Copperbottom's attention. "Viney," he repeated his son's name. "Is he all right? Come outside, hurry!" Was the only answer Mrs. Copperbottom could give him. Mr. Copperbottom started to follow his wife out when Mr. Gunk burst into the kitchen. "Copperbottom, where are you going? What about the dishes?" Rodney's dad didn't what to say, so instead he unstrapped his dishwasher unit and plugged it onto Mr. Gunk. Now Mr. Gunk could wash all the dishes he wanted. Mr. Copperbottom had been confused before, but when he stepped out and saw bots celebrating in the streets, he really didn't know what to think. "What is all this?" he asked Mrs. Copperbottom. A strange bot with a male torso and an attractive self of female legs came up to talk to them, but Mr. Copperbottom was already looking past the bots at the platform set up above the crowd. There above all the others, Bundy was shaking the hand of none other than Big World. Mr. Copperbottom could barely believe his eyes, and when Rodney introduced him to Big World a few minutes later, he was particularly speechless. Fortunately, Rodney's dad didn't need to say much since Big World was about to give a speech. "Mr. and Mrs. Copperbottom," he began, "I came all this way to tell you in person that your son Rodney, the man who got me off my big Dandelion dress, is now my right-hand bot and my eventual successor." Mr. Copperbottom looked from his son to Big World and back again. "Eventual successor?" he repeated. Rodney gave his father a huge hug. "Dad, I know it kind of felt bad when I was growing up that you couldn't give me a lot of stuff. But you gave me what I needed to do, the most important thing. You believed me." Then Rodney handed the strange-looking trumpet to the Wonderbot. "Dad, I know you always wanted to be a musician. Now be one, and for everyone to hear." The Wonderbots attached the trumpets to Mr. Copperbottom, and soon all the Rivertown was treated to a sampling of Mr. Copperbottom's musical genius. Except Mr. Copperbottom's playing sounded more like a squeaky mistake than any recognizable musical genre. Not wanting to ruin Mr. Copperbottom's moment, Big World was gently instructing the band to play along loudly when the Wonderbots flew up using his tendrils to play himself like an old-fashioned washboard. Somehow, the Wonderbots playing managed to make sense of Mr. Copperbottom's bizarre trumpet noises. Soon the whole town was playing along, drumming on whatever they could find. It was the biggest party Rivertown had ever seen. Fender was reunited with his girlfriend Loretta from the Big World Ball. while Whitney and Gabby danced together happily. But the most triumphant moments was probably when the Wonderbots found Tim, the guard, looking in the crowd. He swooped down into the crowd and lifted Tim up into the air. Hey, wait a minute! Tim shouted as he was ejected from the celebration. I was on the list. Don't you know who I am? I'm Tim from the TV show. But the Wonderbot wasn't giving in. Tim was out. Whitney was in. Everything had changed now. The young son of a dishwasher was now the son of a musician. A bad musician, but a musician just the same. Whitney was no longer an outcast. He was a hero. He had friends. He had a girl to call his own. And he was respected everywhere, even here in Rivet Town. And he'd done it all without a single upgrade. What more could a bot ask for? The end. Yeah, you've seen robots video games, but all the same, just this Ice Age has saw the game. One Game Boy Advance on Ice Age from a Megas of Ice Age. This game. These games include PC, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation 2, and Nintendo DS, and all others. Just leave a comment. These are the games. And it's all happy ending. Thanks for watching and waiting for some. Please and thank you.